Okay. Before I start, I want to say, yes, I have returned. I am back to give another episode of the In My Thoughts series. Now, it hasn't even been that long. It's been about like 2 weeks. And I'm mad trash because I was going to act like it was like a whole big thing. I haven't been going that long. I just had to take a break for a second. And I said I wasn't going to take a break and I always want to be consistent, but there was way too much crap going on in my life. So I really had to take a break and just think about a couple things. And I kind of want to talk to y'all about it. So before I get into all that, I just wanted to say I hope everybody's having a great day. Everybody's blessed. I hope everything and all the blessings coming to you. No, wait, I didn't even say that right. I hope, like I said, I hope everybody is blessed, having a great day, and I hope everybody has a good week, and I hope the best for everybody. Okay. The last 2 weeks kind of showed me a couple things about myself, kind of showed me a couple things about life and stuff like that. And it's crazy because you always hear people say life can hit you with anything at any time, and like that because things just come up that are very unexpected. But when it happens to you, it's like dang, like it's real. And like I said, I already knew that stuff was real, but I was getting hit with stuff back to back to back, and I started feeling a couple of different ways. I was like, dang, why is this all happening to me? I was sad. I felt I wasn't like depressed or anything like that, but I was getting into a mode of like just dang, like everything's really happening. And it took me out of like it was enough to take me out of my mode. Like I stopped going to the gym, I stopped eating healthy. I haven't did a podcast episode I think since September 10th. And like it got me out of what I needed to do. And I started feeling a way about that because like I never wanted anything to put me out of what needs to be done. And everything that was going on kind of did that. So let me explain what happened. So it was like a good week and a half of me just being sick. Like I think I explained that on my last episode, but I continue to still be sick. So that was an issue for me. I was working a whole bunch of hours, which I also said I wasn't gonna do, but things came up and I kind of didn't have a choice. So I was working like mad hours. I think I put in the last 2 weeks, I put in over, I want to say 100, hours. Um, my car broke down. No, forget it. In 1 week, I was sick. I was working a lot of hours. My car broke down. So I had to make sure I got that taken care of. Thank God it was only a battery issue. It wasn't nothing serious. I actually got into a car accident in my mom's car, and that kind of pushed me to the edge. Because the one thing is that if I borrow something, I'm trying to give it back to you the same way as I took it, no matter what. And pretty much what was happening is that I was trying to get my hair cut. My car wasn't working. I had to put it in the shop. So I asked my mom, can I use her car so I can go to work, and then I was gonna hit the barber shop right after and do my thing. So long story short, I'm trying to make a right. I'm at an intersection, I'm trying to make a right. Oncoming traffic is coming, so I'm stopped. I'm not moving at all, waiting for my turn. When it was my turn to go, of course the lane next to me, they were going straight. So they went green. It's my turn to go now because of course when they go green, you can just go because they're blocking traffic because they have the right of way at the time being. Long story short, on the opposite end, an older gentleman was trying to make a left hand turn, but the problem was is that he had the red and he goes through his red, tries to make a turn and smacks a car that was already going straight. He ricochets off that car and goes right into me. Like again, I'm not moving at all. I'm just waiting for my turn. So he smacks him and smacks me. So I'm really like, yo, what is going on? Cause at the time I didn't necessarily see I heard the hit, but I didn't see what was going on. So I turned and I see them hit each other, and I was just like, dag, that's crazy. I see him coming my way, but the thing is, his car is turning away from me. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna make sure this guy's okay. But the thing is, the car jumped up on the median. The median turned this car into me, and I was like, I'm not gonna get hit. Like this is the distance. Like I'm good. When he hopped up, that's when the car turned, and the car was coming for me, and I was like, yo, I might get hit. So real quick, of course, there's a lot of stuff going in my mind while this is happening. I try to back up, but of course, I got a line of people behind me. I can't move at all, and he smacks the car. Now I'm just like, okay, now I'm involved. Now you hit the car. So I see, I look straight, like I try to like peer over, and I see this older gentleman. He has a cut on his face, like he has a gash over his on his forehead, a gash over the eye, a gash, like it was like a lot. So I ran over. I tried to talk to him, but then I realized he's not in the driver's seat no more. He's in the passenger seat. And then I look, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt at all. Of course, his airbags deployed and everything like that. But his upper body is on the passenger side, but his feet is on the driver's side. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt at all. Now I'm trying to like open his driver door. Of course, it's like dented in, so it took me a second to get it open. And I just say, "Sir, are you okay? Can you hear me?" Like seeing if he's coherent. He was like nodding his head, but he couldn't speak, like he wasn't speaking. I don't know if he couldn't or not because he ended up speaking a little later, but I guess he was so frazzled he wasn't really necessarily saying anything. So I was just like, listen, I'm calling. First I called my mom's. Like there was mad people saying this. I assume somebody called the 911 first. I just called my mom. I was like, listen, mom, this is what happened. I was not moving. Someone hit the car. Mom was like, cool, just get the information, so on and so forth. Um, so and then I get off on the phone with my mom. Someone's like, "Did y'all call 911?" I was like, "All right, there's like 80 y'all here. No one gonna hit the 911. All right, bet, got it." So I called the ambulance. They came through later, but so that was like a whole thing. But in the end, they took the gentleman, the older gentleman that caused the accident, and they took the gentleman that got hit first. I was fine. I drove my mom's car home, and that was that. But it was just like too much crap going on. So then it was like, okay, I got into a car accident. Now I got to deal with the insurance company. Then the next day, I got to figure out how I can get my car to the shop because it was a battery issue. My car not turning on. So I had to call a tow truck, towed my car to the shop. They fixed it, but then I was at work, had to cash out my sister the money to go down there to get the car. I mean, not get the car, pay the car off and get my keys. Had to get the homie to go down there to get my car, bring it back. Like it was just too much crap going on that week. And to a point, it was just like, yo, why is this all happening? I'm still sick. I gotta pay out for the car. Got into a car accident. Bang, like I'm just getting hit left and right. And then I'm like, not necessarily in a depressed mode, but I'm more in the why is this happening to me mode. And like I said, I know that it's always a thing of life's gonna hit you with a whole bunch of stuff, and it's all unexpected. But I was just like why? Like why now? So like I said, then the next week came around, still dealing with insurance, still trying to get over the sickness. My car is fine, so thank God. But it's still putting me in the mood. I'm just like, okay, my mom's car is now totaled because the, the damage exceeded the worth of the car. That whole thing. Every car in the situation was totaled. Like thank God my car was still able enough to drive home with, but every single car was technically totaled by the insurance company. So now they're dealing with that. But it was too much. Like and my mind was like just I like it was a lot going on to the point that I was just like, yo, I don't want to do anything. I kind of just want to just be by myself. I don't want no one to talk to me. I just kind of like need a I need a reset a little bit. Just be like, okay, that was a crazy week, but let's get back to what we need to do. And that's the one thing that I got to keep on realizing because no matter what, it's like, okay, like stuff like this is always going to happen. You can be prepared and you can try to be as prepared as good as possible, but no matter what, stuff is going to happen and stuff is going to be out of your control. Like it is not. I don't want to say it is what it is because that's kind of like a nonchalant answer to say, but that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like it is what it is, and so now it's like okay, everything's pretty much all the fires pretty much settled. My mom got a new car the other day, brand new 2018. She's happy. Insurance is taking care of what they doing. I'm probably gonna go to the doctor probably like tomorrow or sometime this week. And now I'm starting to feel my back situation is starting to feel a little bit worse. Like, of course, initially I was cool. Then a couple days later, I was like, it kind of hurt a little bit. But now it's getting to the point that now it's like pain. So now I'm probably gonna have to go to the doctor, something like that, get checked out, this and the third. But it was too, like I said, for me, it's like I felt like my mind was like not necessarily going in like a blender or anything like that, but I had too much on the brain to the point that I was just like upset and I was just like mad, and then I was just like frustrated, and then like I'm really bad when everybody wants to just ask me what's wrong, because if I don't want to talk about it, I'm not going to talk about it. So just you just gotta let me be in my mode for a little bit. Like I really hate when people want to tell me to talk about certain things, but I'm not ready to talk about it. Like that has just always been a thing. It's like you're upset and you don't want to express it a certain way, and you're still trying to cope with certain things, so it's just like let me just be on my own, but then people just want to, it's like they're just like poking you like what's wrong, like you like yo shut up, like get off me, like leave me alone, like, but of course they're doing it out of love, so you don't want to go off like that, but it it feels like that to me sometimes. I'm just like yo, y'all gotta let me be. And of course when I ask for them to let me be, then they're gonna hit you with it, but you know you gotta talk about it. I'm like, oh, like I hate that. Like you gotta give me like a day or two to calm myself down, and then I'll approach a conversation the way I need to. But you gotta let me get there. Like I wasn't there when everybody wanted to ask me what was going on, what was wrong, this, that, and the third. People just wanted to kind of like barge in on how I felt a little bit. And like I said, I understand it's all because of love and that people are looking out for me, but not then. That wasn't the time to necessarily do that. But it's okay. Like it's totally fine now. I'm like a week of just relaxing kind of got me back to where I needed to be. And now I feel like I'm overall okay with everything that happened and everything that's going on in my head. But now it's just like, okay, I guess this is what I kind of, that's, I don't want to say that's what I kind of needed, but I was feeling a little lazy when it comes to certain things. But now it's like, okay, like I said in the Drake song, what's the song is that? I think 8 at a time, he said, you hit the reset and now we here. Like, that's how I feel. So now it's like, okay, what needs to be done next? Okay, I need to make a podcast episode like ASAP. Let everybody know what's going on. Let them know that I'm not quitting. Get back to this. I gotta start doing everything back with the videos and everything like that. I think the next move for me is that I'm gonna start putting the in my thoughts audios on my YouTube channel, which is still Topic TV. I'm about to change the name to Topic TV/ENT, just to let everybody know what I'm gonna be doing now. And I have more ideas on the way. I needed a second to kind of like rethink everything out because it got to a point that I was just like, yo, I've been at the crib or like I just been school. It's been school and working just at the house for days and days and days and days and days. And I'm just like, yo, I've been doing nothing for the past like week and a half because I'm in this weird trance of a mind state. And it was getting to the point that I was just like, yo, if I don't do something, I'm a snap. So I guess, like I said, at the end of the day, life will always like you can never be too prepared, but you'll never know how prepared you need to be when stuff is just getting thrown at you. And no matter what, it's okay to feel away because sometimes life just sucks like that. But just always remember it's like, okay, it's okay to hit the reset. It's okay to be in your spot for a little bit just so you can understand what's going on. And but remember to hit that button too, because that button's always there to be like, okay, that happened. We're over that now. We back to the business. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, no matter what, even though I was going through all this, I was still writing. Like I probably have like 3 or 4 topics that I kind of just like branched off and just started developing a little bit. So I might hit y'all back with another conversation, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna call these episodes. I think episodes is kind of trash because these are not episodes. These are just like my thoughts in a nutshell for the time being. So I guess next time I feel like sparking another conversation, I will. Cause like I said, I keep everything on my iPad. I always be writing stuff down. So I guess that's gonna be the next move. I still have content on the way, and hopefully I can get it done by mid October. That's probably gonna be the deadline for my next developing situation that I'll probably talk to y'all about later. But other than that, I just wanted to say I'm back to what I'm doing. I needed the 2 weeks to just restart and refresh and just unwind a little bit, but now we back to it. So thank you for listening, and hopefully I'll be back with another conversation soon. So I hope everybody has a great day.